Welcome to my channel. Simple ways to learn statistics. Myself, Sandesh B, lecturer in statistics. Today, we will discuss about the concept vital statistics. The definition of the vital statistics is vital statistics are the numerical records, analysis and interpretation of numerical data of vital events occurring in human population. Here we are discussing about the vital events. What are the vital events? By vital events, we mean the events of human life such as births, deaths, sickness, marriage, migration, divorce, adoption, separation, etc. Then another definition of vital statistics given by B. Benjamin. B. Benjamin defines vital statistics as vital statistics are conventionally numerical records of marriages, births, sickness, and deaths by which the health and growth of community may be studied. Then methods of obtaining vital statistics. What are the methods we are using for obtaining vital statistics? There are two methods. One is registration method and other one is census enumeration method. So let us discuss about the registration method. Here, under this method, vital events such as births, marriages, deaths, etc. are continuously recorded. The government authorities like Gram Panchayat, municipalities, corporation offices, etc. maintain the record of vital events. In the case of birth, the information regarding the date of birth, name of parents, sex of the newborn baby, nationality, religion, etc. will also be registered. In the case of death, the information regarding date of death, name of the deceased, name of the deceased, parent's name or husband's or wife's name, address and cause of death will also be registered. Hence, this method is continuous and compulsory. So here, registration method. So the registration method ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ vital events such as births, marriages, deaths, etc. are continuously recorded. So here, where will we record these data? In the government authorities like Gram Panchayat, municipalities, corporation offices, etc. So maintain the record of vital events. ಅದೇ ತರನೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಏನೇನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. In the case of birth, information regarding date of birth, name of the parents, sex of the newborn baby, nationality, religion, etc. will also be registered. It is two information, primary information ಇದಿಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ತರ in the case of death also, we register the death by recording the information. So what are the informations they are recorded? That is date of death, name of the deceased, that is name of the person who died, then parents name or husband's or wife's name, address and cause of death, for what reason they die, because of old age or because of some diseases or accidental death, etc. will also be registered. Therefore, this method is continuous and compulsory. In India, registration of births and deaths are compulsory. Then census enumeration method. Second method. Census enumeration covers data regarding sex, age, marital status, educational status, occupational status, religion, etc., which are needed for vital statistics. In India, in almost all the countries, population census is conducted usually once in every 10 years. These are the two methods. One is the registration method and other one is the census enumeration method. So then the measurement of population. We use the formula PT is equal to P naught plus B minus D plus I minus E. Then PT is the estimate of population after time T. P naught is the population in the previous census year. Then B is the total number of live births during the given period. D is the total number of deaths during the given period. Then I is the total number of immigrants and E is the total number of emigrants. We are using the word that is live births. In the birth, there are two types of birth. One is the live birth and other one is the stillbirth. Here we consider only the live birth. We are ignoring the stillbirth. Stillbirths are ignored in the calculation of vital statistics. Then, so consider one problem to find the population or estimate the population for the year 2013. Given the following data, estimate the population of a town at the end of 2013. They are given population at the end of 2012 is 4 lakh. The number of births in 2013 is equal to 60,000. Number of deaths in 2013 is equal to 10,000. Number of immigrants in 2013 is equal to 20,000. And number of emigrants in 2013 is equal to 4,000. Then here they are asking for find the population at the end of 2013. The population at the end of 2013 is denoted by PT. Then solution. Here we will write the given values with notation. So PT we have to be calculated, that is for the year 2013. Then population at the end of 2012, that is a previous year population, is denoted by P naught. P naught is equal to 4 lakhs. Then number of births in 2013. So births are denoted by B. B is equal to 60,000. And number of deaths in 2013. D is equal. Deaths are denoted by D. D is equal to 10,000. Number of immigrants are denoted by I. I is equal to 20,000. And number of emigrants are denoted by E. E is equal to 4,000. So we need to calculate the value of PT. Here the formula for PT, that is PT is equal to, we know the formula, that is P naught plus B minus D plus I minus E, that is equal to P naught. So P naught is equal to 4 lakh plus B minus D. Here B is 60,000 minus D. D is equal to 10,000 plus I minus E. I is 20,000 minus E is equal to 4,000. So E is equal to 4,000. Then that is equal to 4 lakh plus 60,000 minus 10,000 is equal to 50,000 plus 20,000 minus 4,000 is equal to 16,000. Then the final answer 4 lakh plus 50,000 is 4 lakh 50,000 plus 16,000 is equal to 4 lakh 66,000. 4 lakh 66,000 is the population at the end of the year 2013. So next one is the fertility. So fertility refers to the births occurring to women of childbearing age. Here, the childbearing age refers to age of females between 15 and 49 years and also called germination period. The age group 15 to 49 years is called the childbearing age group of female population. Then fecundity. Fecundity refers to the capacity of a woman to bear children. That is called the fecundity. It is the maximum fertility level that can be attained. Then measures of fertility. What are the different measures of fertility? There are 4 different measures we studied. Then first one is the crude birth rate, that is CBR. Second one, general fertility rate, GFR. Third one is age specific fertility rate, ASFR. And fourth one is total fertility rate, TFR. Then consider the first one, that is crude birth rate. So CBR is defined as average number of live births occurring to 1,000 individuals in a year. Here in the vital statistics or in any demographic study, we calculate per thousand population. That may be per thousand individuals or per thousand females or anything. That is per thousand. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು thousand ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. There is a sex ratio ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಪರ್ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಪರ್ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the CBR is defined as average number of live births occurring to 1,000 individuals in a year. That is, CBR is equal to number of live births occurring in a year divided by average population in a year into 1,000. Then CBR is equal to, in the short form, B divided by P into 1,000, where B is the number of live births during a year, P is the average population in the given year, average population in the given year. Then note, it is in the measurement of vital statistics, only live births are considered, stillbirths are totally ignored. And today I told you, here in the vital statistics, we consider only the live births, we are ignoring the stillbirths. Stillbirths are not considered. So consider some problems based on the CBR, crude birth rate. The first one, the average population of a town in a year was 1,50,000. In the year, 6,000 live births occurred in the town. Find CBR, crude birth rate. Then solution. Here they are given the population of a town. Population of a town is denoted by P. P is equal to 1,50,000 and number of live births occurring in the town. So town alli agiruvanta number of live birth hours dalli, that is B. B is equal to 6,000. Then find CBR, that is crude birth rate. So CBR is equal to formula B divided by P into 1,000. That is equal to, B is the total number of live births, that is equal to 6,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 1,000. So 6,000 into 1,000 divided by 1,50,000 is equal to 40. That means CBR is equal to 40. That means 40 live births per 1,000 individuals. So 40 live births per 1,000 individuals. So consider one more problem. In a given year, the CBR for a population of 2 lakhs is 40. Find the number of births. Here they are given the CBR value and population value, but they ask for about the number of live births. So first we write down the given data. So there is solution. In a given year, the CBR for a population of 2 lakhs is 40. They're given CBR and population. CBR of population 2 lakhs means population is 2 lakhs and CBR is equal to 40. Find the number of births. So total number of births we have to be calculated. Then the formula for CBR, that is CBR is equal to B divided by P into 1,000. So that is equal to we know the value of CBR. CBR is equal to 40. That is equal to B, unknown value, divided by P, population is 2 lakhs into 1,000. So we can directly cancel these 3 zeros, but cross shifting, that is 40 into 2 lakhs divided by 1,000 is equal to B. Then B, number of live births, is equal to, here 40 into 2 lakh divided by 1,000. So that is equal to 8,000. Total number of live births is equal to 8,000. So in the calculation of CBR, we ignore the age and sex composition of the population, and it takes both men and women population into consideration. So these are the 2 demerits of this method. Therefore, we go for the next method, general fertility rate, to overcome the demerits of the CBR, we go for the GFR, general fertility rate. Then GFR, general fertility rate, is defined as the average number of live births occurring to 1,000 women of childbearing age in a year. Here, the average number of live births occurring to 1,000, not 1,000 individuals. Here we consider 1,000 women of childbearing age. Therefore, the formula GFR is equal to number of live births occurring in a year divided by total number of live women of childbearing age in a year into 1,000. The short form, that is GFR is equal to B divided by FP 15 to 49 into 1,000. So GFR can also be, formula can also be written as B divided by sigma FP 15 to 49 into 1,000, where B is the number of live births occurring in a year and FP 15 to 49 or sigma FP 15 to 49 is the total number of women of childbearing age in a year. So consider one problem based on the GFR. Calculate general fertility rate from the following data. They are given age group 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, and 45 to 49. The number of women or female population and number of live birth they are given. They calculate general fertility rate from the following data. They are asking about the general fertility rate. Then the solution. The formula for GFR is equal to B divided by sigma FP 15 to 49 into 1,000. Then here B is the total number of live birth and sigma FP 15 to 49 is the total of female population of childbearing age. Here number of live births they are given. So the total number of live births, that is 800 plus 2,400 plus 2,000 plus 1,500 plus 500 plus 120 plus 10, that is equal to 7,330. And female population of childbearing age, that is women, they are given only the female population of childbearing age. Here the age group is 15 to 49. This is the childbearing age group, the total of these. So total of these is equal to 1 lakhs. Then the GFR is equal to B is the total number of live births 7,330 divided by 1 lakh into 1,000. So we'll get the value as 73.30 is the GFR, general fertility rate. Then consider one more problem. Calculate GFR and CBR for the following data. Here they ask about the CBR and also the GFR, both the measures. Here for the CBR, consider solution. We know the formula for CBR. CBR is equal to B divided by P into 1,000. So that is equal to B is the total number of live birth. Here they are given the live birth. So total number of live birth. So the total number of live births, that is 0 plus 212 plus 657 plus 592 plus 326 plus 81 plus 0. That will get the total as 1,868. And the population for the CBR, we consider both male and female population. So ಎರಡು population ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ the total male population is equal to 67,309 and female population, the total is equal to 64,060. Then substitute model, that is 1,868 divided by total population, that is 67,309 plus 64,060 into 1,000. So that is equal to 1,868 divided by, so the total is equal to 1,31,369 into 1,000. So that is equal to 14.22 is the CBR. And one more measure, that is a GFR, general fertility rate. So GFR, the formula is V divided by sigma FP 15 to 49 into 1,000. So that is equal to B is the total number of livers, that is 1,868 divided by, so female population of childbearing age. Here they are given the age group 0 to 14, last one is 50 and above, but we need the value for only for the age group 15 to 49. Therefore here the female population of childbearing age, these are the female population. Here we consider only the female population. Therefore the total becomes 36,320. So 36,320 into 1,000. So that is equal to 51.43. 1,868 into 1,000 divided by 36,320 is equal to 51.43. Here CBR is 14.22 and GFR is equal to 51.43. Thank you. In the next video, I will discuss the continuation part. Thank you.